Hello, Motorrad World fans, and welcome to episode 3 of Scoop or Poop, part 2. Because, silly me, in all the excitement and having to think of everything that's going on in MotoGP at the moment, talking in episode 3 about MotoGP outcasts, Juan Mir, Alex Rins, Jack Miller, Alex Marquez, etc., I left out probably the biggest one, and that is, of course, Pol Espargaró, who has been told that Repsol Honda don't have a spot for him for next season. So what happens to Pol Espargaró? Juan Mir, we've spoken about potentially him moving into that slot. Where does Pol Espargaró go? Does he find himself a spot in the LCR Honda team? Is he good enough to stay in MotoGP? I would think he's still got a lot to offer potential MotoGP teams, but I said in part 1 of episode 3 that there's not enough spots for the amount of riders that are up for rides in 2023. So what does Pol Espargaró do? What are his options? Returning back to KTM, I don't think so. I think he had his shot there, and I think KTM would look at a Jack Miller potentially ahead of him if they don't go with the Miguel Oliveira option. Once again, does he go to the LCR Honda spot? If that's vacant, and if Jack Miller doesn't go there, or if they don't take Alex Rins, would they take a Pol Espargaró over Alex Marquez, who certainly has proven a better MotoGP rider than Alex Marquez, let's be honest. But again, this all kind of comes down to what Fabio Quartararo does. If Quartararo doesn't re-sign with Yamaha and he does move potentially to a Ducati or even the Repsol Honda seat, that's still an option. Let's not forget. That kind of opens a lot of doors for, other guys to move in other spots. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But Pol Espargaró is a big one. A rider that at the moment he has no seat for 2023. Gresini Ducati potentially, another seat in this vacant Suzuki team that's going to become the Leopard Aprilia or Suzuki badge, whatever team it's going to be, in the RNF Aprilia or Yamaha team. Again, just another MotoGP outcast that's looking for a ride in 2023. So yeah, this was just part 2 because as I sat down on the couch after recording episode 3, MotoGP outcasts, I went, duh, Rob, the biggest one, Pol Espargaró, being told by Repsol Honda is gone. Where does he go? Well, is it a scoop that he could potentially go to where? We don't know. Or is it poop? At the moment, it's just all poop because we don't know anything. But let's wait and see how all this plays out. But at the moment, there really is all these massive question marks around the MotoGP paddock. And let's wait and see how it all plays out.